Hey everybody, welcome to Chanel's Reality. I'm Chanel, and this is my reality. We're about to bake some banana bread this morning. So let me just play my little 30-second reminder. Hey everybody, welcome to Chanel's Reality. I'm Chanel, and this is my reality. So this good Sunday morning, I hope everyone is feeling blessed and less stressed. I'm just saying. I decided I'm gonna make some banana bread. So here we go. So what you're gonna need is 2.5 cups of flour. I have mine in big containers. Um, you're gonna need a big bowl, a sifter. You need to sift your flour, right? Salt, baking powder. For me, nutmeg and cinnamon. Okay. Anytime you're baking, vanilla is mandatory. Well, in my opinion, if you're baking something sweet, but that's just me. I'm going to use a little bit of just regular white sugar, just a tiny bit. And then brown sugar. So that is all of the, oh, hold on. No. You want it to be moist as well. You're going to need some oil. You're going to need to spray your pan. You're going to need this pan or a pan like it. Spray your pan. Ideally, it's better to have parchment paper. Put it in there so you can lift it out. But we're going to spray it and grease it down real good, so we'll be able to lift it out. All right. So what you want to start with is creaming your butter. Oh, I didn't talk about this. You need some walnuts. If you like walnuts. Some people are, allergic or don't like nuts. I bought some pumpkin spice just to give it a little holiday flavor. I don't mind doing Christmas in July. You know what I'm saying? I bought a little bit of this because I think it brings a little more of that banana flavor to the party. And I have 2 eggs. And 4 really old bananas. And you want that. I know it looks bad, but you want really old looking bananas. I'm telling you. It's what's going to make your banana bread taste like banana bread. Just saying. I have one of these. I don't know if you guys have one of these, but it's really cool because you can push it up and down based on what your needs are. So like this one is, I think, 1 tablespoon. Sorry. You see how that is? And then if you move it up, it would be 2.5 tablespoons or whatever. Teaspoons. 2.5 teaspoons. But that was 1 tablespoon. Anywho, this is a cool little gadget I got years ago. Another I feel like must have is this little thing. So instead of sticking a fork or toothpick or whatever, you stick this in and you can wash it and continue to use it. That's going to be your hardware. I think I talked about everything. You can use a hand mixer. I'm going to use the KitchenAid because I know I'm a millennial. I don't know what I am, but I don't like to work hard. I like to work smart. All right. Oh, let me grab my pictures. I'll cry it out. I'll try it out. Yeah, I love you. It's raining outside. You know what I'm saying? Oh, and this is my apple juice I made from scratch. Okay, from just apples. Just taste of it. I'm a bit of an apple juice snob. It ain't changing over here. Okay. Oh, and the last important ingredient would be butter. Butter that says butter. Okay. All of this, I can't believe it's not margarine, or I can't believe it's not butter. It says oil and it ain't right. Unless you're on some sort of special diet, then you do what your doctor tells you. And if you're on a special diet, this banana bread is probably not for you. Oh shit. So this is the thing with this butter. You want everything to be room temperature. And you want it to be kind of like pliable where I can put my finger in it and it's room temperature. You don't want it to be brick hard because then your butter and your sugar isn't going to cream the way you want to. So I'm going to start off with this stick of butter. Oh, shit. Hold, please. Because I love you. Child, I don't know if it's the oven or what's going on. It's hot in this kitchen. All right. So, how much sugar? I think we need about a cup of sugar. I'm not going to measure this sugar because I don't even know if the recipe calls for regular white sugar, but I'm going to put some unmelanated sugar in here as well. Just keep the party going. You know what I'm saying? All right. Now it did say, I think, 3/4 cup. What is happening? 3/4 cup of brown sugar. Okay. So we have our handy dandy cupper thingies. Not cupper thingies. These are called measuring cups. I can't. So I'm going to say that this is about, since this is a whole cup, and you see I haven't filled it all the way to the top, this is about 3/4 cup of brown sugar. I'm going to put that in here with our butter. And we're going to just turn the mixer right on. While that's getting here, turn it up because the butter wasn't getting its life together. So while that's working its life together, let me try to move this back. Look. And while that's going, we're going to go ahead and put our dry ingredients together. This bowl. This calls for, I think, 2 cups of flour. Here's the thing with flour. You want to sift it. And you also need a butter knife, right? You don't, unless it says in a recipe that they want you to pack it, then you don't want to pack it. I got my cup of flour. My handy dandy knife. You take the back of the knife, right? Not the serrated part. And just go across the top. Okay? That's what you're going to do. So that you know it's a whole cup and only a cup and not packed down. Because this is the thing with baking. When you bake, it has to be precise. If it isn't precise, your cake might fall or maybe too dry or too moist or 100 other things. But even once you have your flour here, you use this handy dandy sifter so that if there are any chunks or whatever in the flour, maybe you don't rotate your flour out as much as other people, and so you might have a little chunks in it, or it might have them little bugs. You know them little bugs they're getting people flour when they don't cook. They've been in there too long. So I think it's only 2 cups. If I remember correctly, but let me just look because I don't know if it said 2 cups or 2.5 cups. It says 2 cups. Okay. So now we're done with the flour. Go ahead and put that up. All right. I don't know how much baking soda or baking powder it told me. Let's see. It's a small amount. Um, oh, it's in baking soda. But I don't think I have any baking soda. I'm gonna take one half a teaspoon. What did she say? Did she say a teaspoon? Okay, she said a teaspoon. One teaspoon. Okay. I feel like that's too much. Mm-hmm. I'm not gonna put all that. Just think like, I should put all that in there. Well, here's it. For the brown sugar and the butter, they over there getting all happy with each other. Make it free. They are making freeze. Okay. We also need salt. I never really measure my salt, but salt is needed in anything you're making that's sweet. It needs balance. I like cinnamon, so I'm gonna put some cinnamon in here. You know, you could put exactly what the recipe says, but I'm just gonna put enough cinnamon. I think it's gonna be cinnamon. So, you know, I'm gonna add some nutmeg because I like nutmeg. Some people be like, nutmeg is too powerful. Whatever. It should go already, honey. So we into it. Or not. It ain't changing up here. Let me wipe down this bowl. That's another thing when you are baking. Oh shoot. I forgot my mixer is really close to the wall. And I'm not trying to crack my marble that I just got installed in my kitchen, child. So you guys can see the butter and the sugar are becoming fast friends, which is what you want. You want to scrape. This is what it should look like right now. It's just the butter and the brown sugar. And we're going to add some vanilla. You want to scrape the bottom. And you want to scrape the paddle too. The paddle will hold on for dear life too. And you don't want your, you want everything, like I said, to be precise and um, not well combined. I need to find my phone so I can fix it. My phone. Everybody on this beautiful Sunday, I can open up some banana bread, some flowers, and nutmeg, and milk, and some pumpkin, whatever this is. And we got the brown sugar, the regular sugar, the unmelanated sugar, and the butter within itself. On the over here, being happy. We also have some vanilla, oil, walnuts. Not the new walnut people. Don't be cheap. And we have a little bit of this yellow banana cream we're gonna add to the mix. And then we have old dirty bastard. Because it's gonna be sweet. So you want the old banana. All right. I think this sugar is and the butter is well combined. So while that's getting happy, I'm getting another cover. Actually, I'm about to do my video on it. So I have all my stuff, all my ingredients in here. So let's see, sip it. Ooh, it's a whole bunch of flour. I'm going to put my computer so I go pick it up with you. So this is what my sticky flour looks like once I cooked it. See, it's like smoother. And make a bit banana bread. I mean, if you care about that. Oh my goodness. All right. So I'm going to add some of the jello. Now I'm not going to add a lot because banana are sweet because they're old and they're sweet. Now, if you had yellow bananas and they weren't ripe yet, and you still wanted to make this, you can pop them in the oven. I'm like 315 for about 10 minutes, and they'll surely brown right on the tray. All righty. So the next thing you want to do is you want to, I don't need salt anymore. Oh, I didn't add any pumpkin spice. Hold on. Oh, please. What? Listen, a lot of pumpkin spice on me to be great. All right. I don't know. I've never put pumpkin pie spice in anything, but we'll try it out. See if it gives it a pumpkiny flavor. But this is banana bread, so we don't want it to be too pumpkiny. Okay. So we're gonna put our spices away. And put our salt away. Okay. Oh, so the next thing is with eggs. This is the thing with eggs. You could just crack them into the bowl, which I often do. But the issue with that is if you do that, you run the risk of having a shell in your batter. And that's not good eats. I'm just saying. But this is what we're making. Chanel's banana bread. Get into it. Okay. Like I said, you want to wipe down your bowl multiple times. And you want to wipe down your paddle. And since this is just butter and sugar, um, it's not gonna drip anywhere. So, like I said, I crack my eggs when I can, when I think about it, because you should crack them into another container. And then you add those eggs in one at a time. And for this recipe, 2 eggs. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and add a little bit of vanilla to the party. And you want real vanilla extract. You do not want, what do they call it? Imitation something? That's not good. And I know that it hurts. You know that it hurts your pride. But she thought the grass was greener on the other side. I know I can't sing. I'm singing Sierra this morning. Okay. So I'm going to turn my mixer back on. And I'm going to add eggs one at a time. And let them incorporate. While my eggs are trying to incorporate, these bananas right here, they need to get mashed up. Uh-oh. Remember, you gotta wipe that down one more again. And while that's mixing, we're gonna add a little bit of flour at a time. I would say that's about half the flour. I'm gonna let that mix together and get happy. We're gonna add something called oil. I don't know who been oil, but maybe it was something that was invented by accident. Like it just turned into oil and then people started using it. This is dangerous. Do not open your oil the way I did. Okay. So I'm just going to, so you guys can see what it looks like. Now this is the thing. You don't want to beat it to death. So I'm going to go ahead and turn it off. Add some of this oil. The reason for the oil is really you put the butter for the flavor, the oil for the moistness. So I'm gonna put a little bit of oil in here because I do like moist banana bread. I don't know about y'all, where y'all get y'all banana bread from, but where I get mine from, it's moist. Like that. Alrighty. So it's looking pretty good. We're gonna go ahead and add the rest of said flour. I'm trying to, I know I'm picky, but I'm like trying to get the flour in there without getting any on the counter. All right. That's what I said I was gonna do. Is get in a bowl for my bananas. And you need a fork too. Or we can use my handy dandy. So most people, whenever they're mushing their bananas, they use a fork. But this right here is really used for like if you're trying to make dough of some sort and you don't want your hand to, because when you're making buttery flaky things, usually you mix or you blend butter, really ice cold butter and flour. And then if you try to mix it with your hands because you have a body temperature, right, it's going to melt the butter. So people use this so it can stay cold while they're doing it. But I love to multi-purpose things. So what we're going to do is we're going to take these bananas right out of their, listen, the bananas falling out of their life. I don't even understand. Child, these bananas like, nope, nope, you can't have our bounty. Anyway, so people might look at these bananas and be like, oh my God, they're rotten. They're not. The thing with these type of bananas being old like this, if you read any recipe, it's going to tell you to use old ass bananas. Because the older they are, the more sweet they are, which is what you want in your banana bread. I mean, at least that's what I want in my banana bread. Y'all like sweet banana bread? Okay, me too. Yeah. It's weird because it's almost like it doesn't even want to peel as good as it would normally peel or easily as it would normally peel when it's less ripe, when it's like yellow. Let's see. What y'all think about Yandy and Mendici and all of their cheating scandals? Listen, I feel like, why are y'all people selling your whole soul and life and everything that matters for a check? I mean, I don't knock nobody hustle, but your kids got to see this. That's all I'm saying. Same thing with you know, a lot of other stars like Kim Kardashian and Khloe, the whole Kardashian. Let me just say that their whole life since they were in their early 20s is on film. Kanye West. I know there's a price to be paid. But like they say, you gotta pay the cost to be the boss. All right. Wash my hands again. All right. I'll show y'all what these bananas are looking like. See how ripe they are? How much that? Am I doing this right? All right, there we go. Okay. All right. So we got our little masher here. I'm gonna turn this back on so we can incorporate flour. I'm gonna add just a tad bit more. Okay. That's good. So I'm gonna go ahead and wipe this down one more again. And I'll be concentrating. Child. I feel like this needs a drop. Let's see. Hopefully it doesn't hurt. Okay. That looks much better. All right. That's right there. Now the thing with bread, you can mix bread a little more than you would like a cake. Because the cake will get too tough, but bread, you notice, is tougher. Cake is more crumbly, which is what you want. So, anywho, let me mash up my bananas. What be going on? Like, I think got up today and I've done 30,000 things and I haven't eaten. They say milk does a body good. But my question is, why are we taking milk from other animals and drinking it? Does anyone know? Can anyone let me know? Just saying. All right, so we're gonna mush up or mash up these bananas. Which don't take much mashing because they're very, very ripe the way that they're supposed to be. And if you have a little bit of chunky in your banana, it's fine. So this is what it should look like. Yep. So now we're gonna add the bananas, the raisins, and the walnuts. Let that mix a little more, and then we're gonna pop it in the oven, 400 degrees, for I think an hour. In the meantime, and in between time, you want to spray your pan. Like I said, I would normally use parchment paper, but parchment paper has gone rogue. I don't know where the hell it is. I don't know where it is. So, whatever. All right. So anyway, I'm going to add my bananas to the party. All right. That's all. One little banana. I just one banana don't want to come out. Why? It's always one. Might be that one. You know what I'm saying? I'm a little bit of a rebel. Just saying. All right, so I added my bananas. I'm gonna add some raisins. Not everybody puts raisins or walnuts or nuts or whatever into stuff, but I actually like oatmeal raisin cookies. They're like my favorite. I don't want to overload it with bananas. I mean with raisins, but just enough that every slice has some raisins. I'm gonna let this mix one good time. I think that's good. So I'm gonna go ahead. Girl, shut the hell up. Oh, I didn't even have this down all the way. Now, if you don't want your raisins and blueberries or whatever it is you're adding to whatever you're baking to think, and it probably will think no matter what you do, is you can put them in like some flour and toss them around. And the flour, because it's doesn't like, you have to kind of force it to mix with things like that are wet. It's not gonna want to mix with it, but it will. So this is my banana bread dough. Oh, cry, don't try to. I love you. I love you. All right, so this is the dough. I'm gonna go ahead and take this off here before it spills. And grab my handy dandy baking pan that I have already greased. I'm gonna just pour it right on into the pan. No banana bread left behind, honey. No banana bread left behind. All right. I think we got it all. And you know what you could do? You could taste it. So I'm gonna taste it a little bit. Mm, yummy. That tastes good, good. And I haven't even that banana flavor. Listen, don't owe me nothing. On God. Don't owe me nothing. Oh shit. It's so good. And I haven't even baked it yet. Remember I told you at the beginning of this video, you want one of these handy dandy things. So when it's time to, check it, we're gonna stick this in there instead of having 42,000 toothpicks or knife or whatever. So this is what the banana bread looks like right now. I'm gonna get a knife. I'm not a knife, a spatula, and smooth it out. Why are my boobs out of control? Like, I don't even know. This is a little spatula, but you don't have to use this. You could use your knife. You want to just try to make it as even as possible. Me, This is what it should look like. Let me see if I can get it more light. That's what it should look like. It could be browner. It could be. But this is what we have. And it looks really good. So I'm going to pop this into the oven. The oven is already at 400 degrees. And I think, not 100% certain, but I feel like I'm supposed to cook this for like an hour. I feel like I'm supposed to cook this for like an hour. I feel like that. But some lady said 35 minutes. I don't believe her. Okay. I'm going to pop this in the oven. Oh, before I do that, let me put my phone in and take a picture. Before and after, honey. So in the oven we go. And I'm going to go ahead and start my next video. It's about this good ass time I had the other night on live with Dr. Witch. Is it Dr. Witch Doctor? I'm saying that wrong. Have to be DJ Dr. Witch Doctor. I don't know. Something like that. I love him. He's very practical. And then we had Mr. Izzy Bands, who he's Mr. Bands, that's all I'm gonna say. And Sharon Bracy was on there that night. It was TGI Friday. Then there was this other guy named, what the hell was his name? I can't remember. But tune in because we're gonna go ahead and recap that. That shit was funny. It was hella funny. So if you want a good time, come recap it with me. But for now, we're gonna put this in the oven and I'll go back live again, I think, whenever it's done, and so you can see what it looks like. So until next time, hit that like button, share, subscribe, like the video, and you guys have a good rest of your Sunday. Talk to you later. But thank you for tuning in to another episode of Chanel's Reality. I'm Chanel, and this is my reality. Bye, guys. I love you. Yeah, I love you. I know I can't sing. I'm not Sierra.